Hey there, people. It's Fresh Mark Sense, another fresh review, aka Zest for Life Fragrances. Today is a very special day because I have been given a fragrance by one of my number one fans and family member. My nephew has been gracious enough to buy CR7 Cristiano Ronaldo Game on Eau de Toilette. Yes, I'm very proud of him for this because earning your own money and spending it on fragrance is really part of the journey of enjoying fragrance. Once you earn the money and you put that time in, and finally you decide to give someone a gift, especially at the very young age, it made me very proud myself. But let's get straight onto fragrance because I am a very harsh critic and I'm still critical even if I don't like it. But luckily, even when I am very critical, I actually enjoyed this fragrance because it's a very youthful fragrance. It's almost like a summer fragrance, however, it has the warmth that is capable to wear it in autumn and winter because it has some woody notes, some sweet natural powdery notes as well. And this sort of mixes natural notes with synthetic notes and a couple of notes I really enjoy on their own, but when paired in this fragrance, it's a little bit different and quite nostalgic, special, and youthful, I would say. So let's get straight into it. Cristiano Ronaldo CR7 Game On. Because life doesn't stop, it just keeps on rolling. It is also cheap, versatile, and it could be used for summer, autumn, and possibly even winter. It's a very interesting fragrance. CR7 Cristiano Ronaldo Game On. And with the changing of seasons and everything, I always try to promote the use of fragrance to change your mood and change your atmosphere and really bring out all the different characteristics of yourself. And hopefully, I could be a hero like this guy. But I definitely feel that it's a fruity, youthful, almost nostalgic perfume because the bright nature of fruity papaya and ice that opens the perfume and an aromatic cardamom paired with the woody cedar that you get straight after the fruity sweet notes of papaya. They are mixed with the top note of apple, so you get the fruity, rounded, sweet nature, a woody nature after the aromatic, fresh, spicy cardamom from cedar, which is actually from the base, but you can smell this throughout. And I feel that the fruity, woody nature of this perfume is what shines in the middle, and then the aromatic spiciness really just along with the ice and slightly powdery violet in the middle and lavender. The elmi mixing with the apple gives a natural sweetness but also rounds off the fruity note of the apple. So you can smell the full rounded fruity nature, which is, when I say rounded, I mean that you get the flesh of the apple and you also get the sweetness of the first bite at the same time because that's emphasized in the papaya. So, top notes, you probably find it out on Fragrantica, but they are papaya, ice, cardamom, and apple. But what I'm smelling is the fruity nature, cardamom, then woody of cedar, and middle notes are lavender, violet, and elmi. But the main feature of this perfume is the natural sweetness of elmi mixing with the sweet powdery violet note. And then in the base, we have a very sour, fresh touch of juniper berry, and this lends to the sour, juicy freshness of apple, and that's what really gives a sort of tang to the apple. And finally in the base, the last notes are guaiac wood and cashmere wood. So cashmere wood, by the time we reach the base of this fragrance, the powdery nature of lavender and violet have created an almost fizzy effect with the ice from on top. So to anchor this fragrance down, because there's also sugar in this in the base of the fragrance notes, that adds a sort of synthetic feel. So you're mixing tonka bean with sugar, which puts the fragrance from a fruity to a slightly synthetic realm, and the natural sweetness of elmi is sort of balancing that out. But the tonka bean and sugar make this almost synthetically sweet and fuzzy, and the cashmere wood almost amplifies that fuzziness, but to create a warmth at the same time. So rather than just being a fruity, fuzzy melange of various notes, it's actually anchored down by the cashmere. So it focuses back on the woody notes like cedar and guyak wood that is also in the base. Guyak wood gives a sort of creamy softness to this and stops this from smelling cheap, because I feel that if it just had the papaya and ice, you would feel the synthetic notes. But the elmi, the cedar, and the guyak wood gives it a resounding woody note that anchors it down as a masculine fragrance, but it still has that nostalgic, fruity, youthful, and bright vibe, or that sort of energy. So yes, what do I like about this fragrance? I like the uplifting, bright, fruity nature of papaya, different notes like papaya. Um, the ice mixes very well with apple and juniper berry to give a sort of sour, fresh, fruity, citric touch. And finally, at the end, the guyak wood, um, it really rounds off this perfume in a masculine, fresh way without it smelling cheap. It gives some little bit of sophistication to its fragrance by turning the fuzzy synthetic nature of it into a resounding woody note. It ends it in a really ties off the loose ends of this fragrance, so it doesn't float, it's anchored down as a masculine fragrance. Well, I hope that's been comprehensive for you. I sort of gone back and forward throughout the notes because this has so many notes to it, so many facets, from the fruity to the aromatic to the woody. I think in that order actually: fruity, aromatic, woody. Then you get the slightly fuzzy synthetic sweetness of sugar and ice, sugar, ice, and apple together. And in the end, you get the warmth of cashmere and cedar wood right till the end. So this is something that can be worn in summertime. This is something that could be worn in autumn because the sweet, powdery, and woody nature of violet and guyak wood and the like. But I would just say that if you enjoy life and you feel youthful and you like to go out for exercise and the like, you can wear it any time of the year. This is actually one of those fragrances that I wouldn't have a problem, because the youthful energy of papaya and ice is different enough to get you noticed. The warmth of it is okay, but it's not like overpowering. You see, it's not one of those perfumes that you can spray too much and be overpowering. So it's great for every day, especially someone who oversprays like me. I mean, I love spraying as much as I can just to change the atmosphere, but also to usually I like a fragrance that says something about me, but for this, it's just a very relaxed and chilled out vibe. It's tropical, it's aromatic, it's woody enough without being overpowering. I think it's fantastic actually. At the price of about, I think when last time I searched it was around £20 for 100 ml. I think this is a great beginner's fragrance. Anyone who wants something that is versatile, masculine, little bit different, but not overpowering at the same time, for all year round, definitely check out CR7 by Cristiano Ronaldo Game On, because it's a very vibrant fragrance and I enjoy it very much for summer and autumn. So definitely check it out. Whatever you do, stay free and stay fresh.